Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, good morning. I'm Candace. Welcome back.
So first, we'll do a quick update on if you watched the video about this amp right here and a return we got. That guy has still not messaged us back.
Yeah.
So just wait. Ball's in his court now. We did have a really good question we wanted to read, and we've gotten this kind of question, you know, a pretty good bit over the years. Don't always answer it, but I thought we'd kick off with that.
Okay. This is from Stephen Moore. Great video and amazing pickup. Did you find your videos affect your buying stock in your area? Buying stock in your area. I am from the UK and there seems to be a lot more resellers now. I sell full time, but it seems to be harder to get stuff at the boot fairs. That's what they call flea markets there.
Right.
People are nearly fighting over buying stuff, which makes it unpleasant. Hope this question does not come across the wrong way, just interested what it's like over there. I also buy from auctions as well, and the prices have gone through the roof where it is hard to buy stuff for a profit.
Okay, I want to hear what you say about that. Well, there's several questions there.
Yeah, as far as like more resellers in the area because of our channel, I think there are more resellers, but not just because of our channel, but all the reselling channels out there. I think people kind of start dabbling in it, and then they start looking for videos and things to help them out.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it starts out with maybe people like selling their stuff on eBay or, you know, whatever. And they're like, hey, I can do this, you know. And so they start looking for more information.
That's exactly what I did.
Mm-hmm.
When I've been dabbling in eBay since like '96.
Yeah.
Candace too. It's not like, it hasn't always been like a big deal or anything, but we buy something and sell an item every now and then or so.
Yeah.
While having jobs.
Not professional, just to declutter or to buy things.
Right.
Yeah.
And we did for a while. We go to these country auctions and
for a while, do you remember this? You were buying wholesale stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I was.
Like decorative type things and
yeah, and it had mixed results there.
Yeah.
I also went through a phase where I was buying like liquidated computers and stuff from like the
state auction,
state of Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, mixed results there too. And actually this was before YouTube, and I saw the competition there go crazy.
Yeah. From
when I started to when I stopped, like it got to the point where you couldn't even get a good deal anymore.
Right.
But I want to start answering this question with, in general, I think that businesses or occupations that in the past relied on scarcity of information, like that was one of their strong points, was that most people didn't know this stuff. I think a lot of businesses like that are experiencing pressure from the internet. And it's only going to get worse. Information is too freely available.
Yeah.
To think that people aren't going to find out. Like if we stopped publishing YouTube videos, then there would be another creator that would step right in to fill the void.
Yeah,
it wouldn't even be noticed.
There's 100 other channels out there.
And a lot of bigger channels too.
Yeah.
And a lot of smaller ones. But
right.
Information is, when they say information age, they mean it. Like don't is almost worthless at this point. It's so cheap and free, or free.
Right. If you don't get it from one source, you'll be able to get it from another.
Right. Information. It's not like it was when we were in school, where if we wanted to know something, then we would have to actually drive to the library.
Dewey Decimal System.
Right. I mean, like, information was hard to come by back then, and some things you couldn't even find unless you were like in the small society of people that knew those things, right?
Like clubs and
right. So yeah, I but I definitely think that these videos and others' videos have had an impact. There are more resellers. I think there's a lot more people now that are willing to give it a go for themselves, and you see that even like with gig type jobs, like DoorDash, Uber,
like freelance type stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge trend, and reselling is definitely part of it. I also think that younger people, I mean, like in their 20s, 30s, and 40s.
40s is not.
Was younger than us.
Well, I know, but when you say younger, I don't think.
Well, when I say that, what I mean are people that grew up with the internet.
Yeah.
And I would say the early 40s people did.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Or 30s for sure. I think a lot of those people, not only do I think there are more resellers, I also feel like there are fewer garage sales now than there were 5 years ago.
Because so much stuff is being sold online.
Yes.
Yeah. Or on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And Facebook Marketplace is huge.
Yeah.
For selling the kinds of things that we would normally have found at garage sales in the past.
It's kind of becoming like eBay and not like garage sales now. So many things for sale on Facebook Marketplace, at least in our area, is by like resellers or professionals, you know.
Right.
There are some people like decluttering or whatever, but a majority of it is.
And we still find stuff.
Yeah, occasionally. It's getting harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
Like every week it's getting harder and harder.
Yep. I've even seen where there are local people that are doing like live auctions now, like online.
Yeah.
Like and clearly like they buy either they're couponers or they go hit garage sales themselves. So I mean, the competition is fierce, and YouTube definitely plays a role. But I would say just the internet and information age as a whole plays a role. And you really like I would say in the first couple of years you do it, you get like a pretty good bit of knowledge. But people that have been doing it for like 10, 20 years, or especially if you specialize in something, that's going to be hard to replicate. Like even if you like go online and try and research it, there's some like genres like toys, dolls, records, books,
watches.
Yeah, there's all these like little niches. I think if you can find some that you can find a pretty good bit and really niche down and know it, like really know it at sight, I think you still have an advantage.
Oh yeah.
Or like sporting goods, golf clubs. Like there's all these.
If you can become really proficient in something, and like I said, like Facebook Marketplace, yeah, there's a lot of people that are selling for a living on there. But if you're proficient and know, you can go on there, and resellers make mistakes in their pricing. We do, I'm sure. So you could even probably, use that as an opportunity to kind of cash in on someone else's pricing mistake.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what we're always doing is cashing in, using our knowledge, our superior knowledge of that particular item over the seller. And that's happened to us too. So I'm not like putting anyone down.
Right.
Like everything we sell, pretty much we have a very surface level knowledge about, right?
Yeah.
But some things we sell, we have a little deeper knowledge about, and we typically make more money in those areas.
Right.
I would say. Wouldn't you say that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, YouTubers in general, information in general, and like I said, I really think there are fewer garage sales. I remember, now this is pre-C.
Right.
But I remember 5-6 years ago, there would be so many garage sales. I would, every weekend I would have to make choices about where to go.
Yeah.
And
cut out like half of them.
Yeah, and it hasn't been like that.
I have a feeling this year maybe it'll pick back up. Because I didn't even realize, like, we saw a photo, like, in Memories last night of Molly's birthday a year ago, and she's sitting in front of her cake with candles and has a mask over her face.
Yeah.
Just a year ago, we were still in that situation. So I think this year, I'm hoping it'll get better. There'll be more sales and stuff out there,
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely way more competitive. There is also Like we usually I don't know. Typically when we go out to garage sales, I would say we usually see at least one person that watches the channel per weekend. I would say, on average.
Yeah, most of them I think we know.
A lot of them we know, and we see them repeatedly.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't.
And I see. I can tell. I can spot the resellers at the sales now, and and I always wonder, like, do some of them have they seen our channel? Are they?
Oh, I'm sure.
Are they like too shy to talk to us?
And some of them have seen our channel and don't like us. I'm sure.
Right.
And they just keep it to themselves, which I appreciate. I don't want to have some kind of standoff at a garage sale.
No,
yeah. But yeah, and as far as hope does not come across the wrong, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I've been seeing like disgruntled.
This has been a question for probably since you started.
Since it started.
Yeah, since the start of the channel.
I mean, there's old grizzled resellers that shake their fists at the sky, damning all the information that's free now.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, I understand. Like, can you imagine?
Oh, I remember my mom when I was younger. She was an antique dealer, and her information came from books.
And they probably got mad at the people that published the books. They're giving this information out. This is like, now people know what the stuff is really worth.
Yeah, she had all kind of antique guides,
Oh, well, we see them from time to time still. Covels.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They had like 20 different guides. I wonder how they're doing now.
I know. They're probably online, honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, it's and if a YouTuber says it, the other thing I was going to say is what Candace mentioned earlier. Do you remember when I bought the cart full of robots and I flipped it for a couple of grand, right? And that's what started everything for me, like to get really serious. After I did that flip, I'm like, I want to do this some more. Like, I'd never even been to a garage sale. I'd never been to a garage sale in my life.
Yeah.
I'd never been to one. Can you believe that?
No.
I hadn't.
Not even as a kid?
Like, no.
Really?
It wasn't something we ever did.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But then after I did this flip, I bought a whole cart full of educational robots. I sold them all it was around $2,000. I paid $150 for it, and then I was hooked. And then I started going to YouTube, and there weren't that many channels back then. But I started watching videos of people doing what sold videos, and I just started like learning as much as I could. It was hard at first, learning what was good and what was bad, things to look out for, and then I would go out to garage sales and try and replicate. And I did that. The first year, I would basically like watch a couple hours of resale videos a day to try and learn.
It was a struggle.
I was a product of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. Without those videos, would I be doing this now? Probably not.
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't be doing it.
You may have not. You would have still probably made a go of it, but not been successful.
No, you're right. And so to answer long answer short, do you find your videos affect you buying stock in your area? Almost certainly. And probably your area too. Like there's a lot of people like us, but most of them try and fail, I would say. But then another one comes along the next day.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk in the Facebook group. Not a lot, but there's been some talk in the Facebook group about how a lot of people started trying out the reselling thing during the pandemic, and how a lot of people are getting out now because they can't survive.
It's hard.
It is.
It's very, very, very hard. It's a great side hustle. Right. It's an almost impossible full-time hustle though.
Yeah.
So, good question though, Stephen, and no offense taken at all, because you know what? All this information that, like, once I get the information, I don't want anyone else to have any information. That would be perfect, but that just ain't how it is.
Yeah, if you don't give it, somebody else will. So.
Okay, we didn't sell a whole lot of items yesterday, but the ones we sold, we had some pretty good ones. So it ended up being like pretty. Like I would always rather sell more, but yesterday was kind of an ideal type sales day.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind selling a few more items, but this was like a really good sales day because it's going to be like fast pack. It's going to be really fast, and the money was good.
Yeah, and then we'll be able to get a good listing day out of today.
Absolutely.
So.
Yep. We're going to get a great listing day.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, first item is on 2 Bravo. It's a lot of 20 little golden books.
These are pretty decent.
Yeah, they're mostly Disney. There's 17 Disney, and the other 3 are just like classic stories.
These are worth buying if you get them cheap. Remember, we almost bought last year, I think, we were at a garage sale, and they had like 200 of these things.
Yeah.
And we could just not get the lady down to the right price. But there are opportunities to buy these. They're not worth a ton, but they're like in stacks are pretty good.
It's hard to find them in good shape because they're just...
They get beat up.
Yeah, because of how they're constructed. So we
and because the kids are reading them.
Right. So we sold those for $25. Next item's in the guy drawer. It's Game Genie for Sega Genesis.
Yeah, this is the thing I got from Kevin and Danielle the first time, part of the video game buying. Look, those are the code update books as new games came out. They're mail away things. Those were included too.
That sold for $30. 7 Delta, it's a razor blade, like the new old stock boxes. I have them in a plastic crate.
Okay.
These are Don Juan.
Don Juan. Okay.
Juan.
7 Delta.
Plastic crate, not crate.
Plastic thing. This must be it. And these are them right here. Yeah, this is the one that, well, it has a display thing that could fold up, but it's not a very attractive looking
Right, but
box.
the little boxes inside are really cool looking.
Yeah, you can.
There's a picture in the listing.
I'll show a close up of one of the boxes.
Those sold for $20. In the cube, Logitech Pro webcam.
This was from the second buy we did from Kevin and Danielle. This is actually brand new sealed.
Yeah.
All the factory seals were intact.
That sold for $44. All right, in the tiger drawer, we have a Bandai disc throwing RoboSect figure. It's the silver guy.
This guy? With his arm up?
Yeah.
With no disc, right?
Yes, correct. Missing disc.
That's his sole purpose in life is to throw disc, and we don't have any disc. Okay.
That's sold for $11.69, and it is cross-posted.
Okay, we need to take that down.
Yep. 6 Foxtrot. A lot of 27 DS games that were on auction.
That was a good auction there. That was way more popular of an auction.
We were watching it live, and there was it was like bid of the last second type thing.
Yeah, look, it was like it was at like $50 something.
Like 48, I think, huh?
Or I don't know. I thought it was like 51.
Until the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and lately auctions haven't been getting a bunch of late action for us, but that one did, man. It was going nuts right at up to the last second. It was.
Yep, the very last second there was a bid popped in. So those ended up going for $83.
And I already basically have them packed. Just gonna add a little thank you card or whatever, and it's going in this.
Alrighty, in the Boba Fett drawer, it is a calculator, Construction Master Pro.
Yeah, that was in one of the junk boxes we got from Kevin and Danielle from the last buy. This little guy here. I've sold these Calculated Industries calculators before. They're usually pretty decent. Like I would consider $16 decent.
Yep, $16.19.
Okay. Well, it was I think it was an offer, 10% offer thing.
Here's the little train we had fun with yesterday on CC12. It sold last night. All aboard! Woo-hoo!
She loves doing that. I don't know. I never knew you liked doing that.
You know what's funny? I was scoping out estate sales this weekend, and one of them has a conductor's hat.
It did. She has her eyes on it. I didn't know Candace liked trains that much. All right.
Who doesn't like trains?
No, they are cool. Honestly, this is a really cool train.
Yeah.
So I'm glad somebody else thought it was too. Like, and really fast. Like, And look, open that listing up real quick. It's one of the worst listings I've made in a while.
The pictures were not great.
Pictures suck.
So tell them how you got your main photo.
Main photo is a screen capture from the YouTube demo video.
Yeah.
So this right here, wait.
Oh, sorry.
That is just a screen cap from the video.
Yeah.
And then the other two, look, that's on the bench with the phone. But I figured if anybody that was slightly interested in that train and watched that video, they would just have to buy it. And we were right. I get it.
It sold like fast.
It sold pretty fast. And we priced it, I thought we priced it fairly, I wouldn't say high.
A little above market.
Above
but
market.
It did have that extra track and it's super clean.
And we showed it.
Yeah.
If you had the choice to spend a little more and get one that you saw was working perfectly on video from a seller that had a ton of good feedback.
Definitely.
I mean, come on. No brainer, right?
Yeah.
So, and we had fun doing it too.
Oh, yeah.
So
that ended up selling for $70.
Yeah, that was from the last buy from Kevin and Danielle too.
Yeah. And in the smallest drawer, putt-putt goes to the moon. I loved playing this game.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
It sold for 20.
Okay, good. So like I said, it's not a ton of volume going out, but it's pretty good stuff. Like I could handle this most days. Yeah. I would be fine with these kind of sales most days.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get this packed. Right now I'm reading comments from the video we did where we talked about cross-posting and selling more than one item, or not more than, selling one item on more than one platform. And some of these stories, like there are all these scenarios you would never expect, Candace. Listen to this one. Yeah, that had happened to me, and I had someone get upset because I canceled it on Poshmark and not on eBay. It was the same person who bought it on both platforms.
Are you kidding me? I would have canceled them all.
And then, really? I wouldn't.
It seems like they were just trying to create trouble.
No, you know what happened? She said it was the same person who bought on both platforms because she said she got better shipping on Poshmark.
So she bought it on eBay and then saw it on Posh?
Yeah, I think that's what happened anyways. This is from Cat's Alluring Treasures. Or maybe she wanted both of them. I don't know. But maybe, yeah, but anyways, she bought two of them, right? Cat's Alluring Treasures canceled the one
on Poshmark.
On Poshmark because Poshmark isn't as punitive as eBay.
Right.
As far as canceling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think cancellations happen a lot on Poshmark, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, obviously you cancel the Poshmark, but the total cost to the customer, I believe, was higher on eBay. So the customer doesn't, you'd never be able to explain to a customer that you were doing that not to make more money.
Why not just refund them the difference?
I think you would have to.
Yeah.
Because
then it looks like you're just taking advantage of the situation.
Right. They're not going to understand that.
Right.
They'll never, if I was that customer, I would never believe the reason you gave.
Right.
And I would be mad too.
Understand.
I would be mad too. I'll be honest. Yeah. But I can see it from both perspectives. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, what a horrible. Yeah, and there's a lot of things, and like there are other scenarios that people brought up in the comments there, where something gets real famous. Like there's an instance where Billie Eilish wore some kind of super baggy pants or something of some brand, and next thing you know, they sold those baggy pants on 3 platforms overnight.
Wow!
Because it just got trending.
Yeah.
Or imagine like you have something tied to a celebrity that dies, and then before you realize it, like it could sell on all platforms, and because it's trending like overnight. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah.
I didn't even imagine all these potential scenarios, but yeah, it's uncommon. It's unlikely to happen, but there are very specific circumstances where it does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading these comments. Candace is working on something fun over here.
Yeah, I got Dancerella all dressed and cleaned up. I don't know if y'all remember her hair. It was pretty bad. It still is, but I used some spray and conditioner and brushed it out. And it came originally in a ponytail, so I went ahead and put it back in one. Of course, it was curlier when she was originally came out. What, like 45 years ago?
This is the one that you got in the...
I got it at a garage sale.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we lost that footage. We showed... They never saw it because we lost the footage.
We did our haul footage on Monday, and Tuesday Lonnie went to go start editing the video, and it was gone. All of our haul stuff from garage sales on Saturday.
And all of our, we did what sold or whatever on Monday.
Yeah. And
it's all gone. And I think I may have made a mistake. I don't know. I'm not gonna I tried too hard to try and get it back.
So we went to a garage sale, and Lonnie asked, or the guy asked, "Are y'all looking for anything? I have these books over here."
Right. No, so I felt obligated. Oh yeah, I'll go flip through the books. And you
asked him if he had any video games.
Right.
And he said no. And the lady asked me, "What else y'all like to buy?" And I said, "Vintage toys." She said, "What kind of vintage toys?" I said, like Barbies and action figures and stuff like that. She goes, "I have a Dancerella in the box." So she went and dug around in her garage and pulled. It was still in the shipping box. She bought it off of eBay. I don't know when. It still had the eBay invoice in there. I don't think she had ever taken it out. And she bought it for $78. Now that probably included shipping.
Right.
And the hair was a mess.
It was. I should have showed it to y'all before Candace.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. We lost that footage. So she I said, "How much?" She said 10, and I looked at the hair. I'm like, I'm going to have to do some work on her. So I asked her if she'd take 5, and she took it.
What's it worth now, you think?
Looks like they're selling between $30 and $40.
Okay.
Now, I need to go research some more, because I have the instructions, the box, everything. And she does work with a little encouragement. Now, when you turn her on, she's just supposed to start spinning. But I have to kind of nudge her head a little to get her to go. So watch. So there she goes. And then you can kind of put her foot up.
Oh, you do that by pushing that thing?
Push down on her crown, yeah. 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 Isn't it cute?
Did you hear about that? Have you ever heard of this toy?
When she said Dancerella, it didn't ring a bell, but getting it out and playing with it, I do remember it now. Because this was from my era when we were kids, Man,
you remember these boxes that look like this?
Yeah. Look, that is so 70s with the fake lighting around it,
It's cool. I love it. Yeah, this box is 1978 on it. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good buy. Fun.
Yep.
I like stuff we could kind of play with in the shed before we sell it, like that train set that's going out.
Yeah, we're about to do a little video to put in the listing.
Yeah, just a short probably.
Yeah.
So I went and got another one of these little bins, and this is what's so fun about this stuff we bought from Kevin and Danielle. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
And some of it's worthless and some of it's not.
That's cool. You already looked this up, huh?
Yeah, I found some similar ones. This is a pewter flask by Wentworth. I think it's made in England. Let's see what this says. Wentworth pewter touch mark. Sheffield. I don't know if it was made in England or not, actually. I have no idea.
Yeah, this is a genuine British pewter spirit flask.
Yeah. And it's got the little box and everything. I think that's probably about a $25 little thing.
It does have maker's marks on here also.
Yeah, it's cool. And then just odds and ends. These are handles
for pliers.
For pliers by Klein Tools, which is a very popular brand of tools, especially for electricians.
This is a very fancy brush. It's got a ship's wheel and some chain around the edge. And it has Japan on it.
What is that? What is that? What do you think it's for? You think it's not a hairbrush, huh?
No. Maybe to clean tabletops, tablecloths, or I don't know.
I don't know. No, I don't know. This is empty. This is a faceplate for some Sony stereo. This is probably worthless, I imagine. I'll look it up first, of course.
Look, this has a antenna connector.
That's an EAC6 antenna connector in the original box. Look how old that is.
Yeah. This says TT carts on it.
Turntable cartridges. That's what that is. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, this is some kind of thing for a subwoofer.
This is a Playboy pool 8-ball.
You looked that up just now, right?
I did. They go for around 40. And a couple of people had in their listings, they fit in some kind of mouse, you know, the kind
the trackball.
Yeah, the trackball where the ball's on top.
There's some exact model that is the exact same size as I guess maybe all pool balls are that size. You could take that trackball out and replace it with your Playboy ball and then wheel that around.
There's some really clean vintage flashlights. Look how clean they are.
Now this one says Bright Star USA, but this one is even cooler.
It's got SO on it.
Yeah, which is that's what they used to call Exxon. They're both made in USA. This kind of stuff is right up our alley. That's just a flash of some sort. It's probably not worth much, but when I say that, I'd still look stuff up.
This is also for a turntable. Looks like.
What brand is that? Aesthetic.
Electron tube and some other odds and ends in here.
Yeah, some of this is going to be junk. I don't know what this is. And some of it is going to be worthwhile. Got to figure it out for ourselves. But yeah, that's the kind of box we like. I know this is probably about 25. This is 40, and we don't know anything else yet.
Right.
Check this out. This is my SO flashlight. Watch. Put a couple of D batteries in it. Boop. It works. Look at that. Man, old flashlights are cool, but they were not very effective. I remember they were always pretty dim, and a lot of times they would like have funky switches in them and stuff. But this is awesome. I can actually show a picture of it burning. All right, it is quitting time now, and we've had a good listing day. We've listed almost $1,000.
Yeah.
And like, look, all this Microsoft stuff, head cleaner kit, more Microsoft stuff, a Draculaura, more Microsoft stuff. Oh, that's a relist.
That's a relist, yeah.
Aztec, that's a Commodore 64 game. A flask. These are all things from that last buy.
Yep.
Except for the Draculaura
that
and the
big
razors.
Thermometer.
Yeah, that's that big thermometer. It's pretty good. We're trying to get 180 plus ship for that. This phono cartridge. If I knew a little more about them and I tested it, I could get even more. But yeah, I think it'll sell for 70. All kind of just random cool stuff. Look at this. This is a flashlight. This says SO on the back of it, which is Exxon. Oh, the Playboy Bunny 8-ball. And Candace actually found solid comps on that. So yeah, it's been a good day of listing stuff from that last buy and some other things too.
And I was just going through the razors and I found a pretty good one. I haven't listed it yet because I need to go get dinner in the oven. But tomorrow morning after we pull orders, I'm gonna get it listed and I'm gonna show you guys. It's pretty cool.
What you cooking tonight?
Salmon.
Ah, okay. Sounds good. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Okay, well, I guess that's gonna be it for this one. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.